The Yankees are expected to do what? This might shock you. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, I hope you are having a stupendous day today. If you love the Yankees but you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, especially if you want to be kept up to date with the latest New York Yankees news or just for plain old New York Yankees discussion. So, according to Pacoda, which is like a simulation algorithm, it helps project what major league teams are going to do in the upcoming season, how many wins each major league team is going to get in the upcoming year. Well, this one, the one that they came up with the Yankees, that might shock you a little bit. Pacoda projects the New York Yankees to win 94 games, which makes them the winners of the American League East. So the Yankees are favored to win the East? What? That might shock the heck out of you. A lot of you are saying the Yankees didn't do enough. We need another starting pitcher. We need more bullpen help. They didn't do enough. Why are we projected to win the American League East over teams like the Baltimore Orioles, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Toronto Blue Jays? How are we projected to win the American League East? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you how. Last year, pitching really wasn't a problem. Believe it or not, it wasn't. The offense was. The offense was the problem. And in my opinion, Brian Cashman improved this offense. And he did it just by adding two players. One that's friggin' elite. The other one that's pretty good. So last season, the New York Yankees overall as a team had an awful batting average, 227. That placed them 29th overall in the major leagues, just ahead of the Oakland Athletics. As a team, they had a 304 on base percentage, which ranked them 27th. And then as a team, they had a 701 OPS, which placed them at 24. So, how? How did Brian Cashman improve this offense? Well, like I said, he acquired one elite ball player, and he goes by the name of Juan Soto. Juan Soto, if you guys did not know, is actually a year younger. 1 year younger than Adley Rutschman. I bet you didn't know that. If you did, bravo, hats off to you. Juan Soto last season, 275 batting average, 410 on base percentage, 930 OPS. The Yankees were a team that struggled to get on base, to hit for average in power. They were one of the top teams in Major League Baseball in home runs, but having Aaron Judge, that will help you do just that. But overall, OPS, on base percentage, batting average, the Yankees needed to improve on those numbers. And in getting Juan Soto, just by Juan Soto alone, you kind of did just that. Juan Soto is elite. He's elite, and he is a New York Yankee. Now, they have to sign him, but that's a conversation for another video. Let's talk about the other guy who they acquired through a trade. Alex Verdugo. 264 batting average, 324 on base percentage, 745 OPS. He's not a superstar, but he's a pretty good, solid ball player. And he has numbers that are better than those overall team numbers. It's better. His 745 OPS is better than that 701. His 324 on base percentage is better than that 304. His 264 batting average is better than that 227 batting average. So Brian Cashman got an elite player, an elite hitter, and a pretty good hitter. Not a bad hitter. He's pretty solid. Better than what you had last year in Jake Bauers, McKinney, Calhoun. I'm a big fan of those guys. I did enjoy them. But Verdugo is a better ball player than all three of them. Quite frankly, he is. Sorry, but he is. So Brian Cashman went out, got these two guys, Soto and Verdugo. Two left-handed bats. We are all crying and begging to get lefties in this lineup. He went and he got two. Two to put in the lineup every single day in Soto and Verdugo. So, Pacoda is factoring all this in, and they're saying, hey, the pitching last year was very good. At least the bullpen was very good. The Yankees help improve They improved their offense by getting Soto and Verdugo. That helps them get to 94 wins. But we can't stop there. We have to talk about the pitching. Last season, the Yankees had one of, if not the best bullpen in Major League Baseball. Last year, the Yankees had led the league with a 3.34 earned run average. The Yankee bullpen also allowed the second least amount of home runs. The only team that allowed the least were the Baltimore Orioles. And then also the Yankees had the fourth best whip in Major League Baseball, 1.23. Yes, we lost Wandy Peralta, who had a 2.8 earned run average, but we acquired Caleb Ferguson, left-handed pitcher, 3.4 earned run average. I think that's going to improve with the Yankees under Matt Blake. I really do. And also, too, his 2022 season was very, very good. So if we could get that 2022 Caleb Ferguson, my goodness. Also, Caleb, yes, he induces ground balls just like Wandy Peralta, but he strikes out more hitters than Wandy does. So he does have that over Wandy Peralta too. So there is that. So the Yankees basically coming back with the same bullpen. The biggest question mark in that bullpen is their closer. I get it. I know. Clay Holmes, though, had a very, very good September. We can't forget about that. But yeah, I know. The Yankees were out of it by then. Okay, I digress. What about the starting rotation? Garrett Cole. I think, in my opinion, it's a little unfair. It's a little unfair to ask him to basically do what he did last season. Could he? Absolutely. But I'm not sure if we should be expecting that. We should expect him to be very, very good. He's going to be an ace. He's going to be the ace of the staff. But maybe his ERA will increase a tad, maybe. But if we get back the same Garrett Cole, the ace, the best pitcher in Major League Baseball, if we get him back, whew, man, what a bulldog to have at the front of your starting rotation. But then it's the rest of it. It's the rest of that rotation that's in question, right? Carlos Rodon, let's start with him. He's getting paid almost $28 million in 2024. He's getting paid a lot of money. That's ace-like money right there. It is. It is. But when healthy, he's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball, and there's no taking that away from Carlos Rodon. Now, in 2021, when he came off of Tommy John, Mr. Rodon, I have to look at my notes. Mr. Rodon in 24 starts in 2021 went 13-5, 2.37 ERA in 132 innings pitched, 185 strikeouts. Then in 2022, with the San Francisco Giants in 31 starts, went 14-8, 2.88 ERA in 178 innings pitched, 237 strikeouts. When Carlos is on, when he's healthy, he is elite. He's elite. PECOTA probably factored that in. They factored that in. They probably also factored in a healthy Nestor Cortez. Nestor Cortez, 14 starts back in 2021, had a 3 ERA as a starter. In 2022, had a 2.4 ERA as a starter. When healthy, nasty Nestor is just that. He's nasty. Clark Schmidt is your dependable 5. He's your dependable 5th starter in the rotation. But then, how can we forget? How can we forget Marcus freaking Stroman? He would have won the Cy Young Award if he finished out the year healthy. He would have. He was on pace to anyway. He was on pace. His first 16 starts, I believe he had like a 2.1 earned run average, a 2.2 ERA. First half of the year, he finished with a 2.9 ERA. But then that second half is when it got bad for him because of his hip. So yes, this Yankee starting rotation has a lot of questions because these guys have to stay healthy. But that's what PECOTA's factoring in. They're saying, hey, Rodon, Nestor, Stroman, we assume they're going to be healthy. We assume that Soto is going to have that kind of impact that we all believe he will have in that lineup. Verdugo, he'll be an improvement over what we had last year. Yankees, 94 wins. I could see that if that starting rotation is healthy. And if that rotation is healthy, definitely could see 94 wins. I could see them win 100, quite frankly, if that rotation is perfectly healthy. Maybe I'm crazy, but you guys let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have channel memberships in the description if that interests you. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.
And to all of our channel members here at The Shift, thank you guys. It means a lot.